eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Benvenuti e ben ritrovati ad Incontri On The Road, il programma di intrattenimento dove ogni volta intervistiamo un personaggio del mondo della TV e del mondo dello spettacolo. Beh, conoscete già il programma, però non abbiamo mai fatto prima d'ora un collegamento con gli Stati Uniti. Ebbene sì, perché il personaggio di quest'oggi è una top model internazionale, è bellissima e ha appena avuto una bambina e poi oltre questo lei è stata testimonial di guest ma anche a Ballando con le Stelle nella trasmissione appunto di Rai 1. Non ha bisogno nemmeno lei di presentazioni, diamo il benvenuto in studio a Kseniya Belousova. Hi Kseniya!
Hi guys.
How are you? Come stai?
Thank you, I'm well, thank you.
So first, congratulations for your second baby. I know you just had a baby. So che hai appena avuto una bambina.
Yes, thank you so much. She's beautiful, healthy. We are all very happy.
Fine. And so, quindi, come con ogni ospite, vogliamo ripercorrere un pochettino la tua carriera lavorativa. So che tu sei originaria della Russia, che sei andata negli Stati Uniti molto giovane per inseguire il tuo sogno. Come hai cominciato? How did you start everything?
How did I what? Sorry?
How did you start your work as a model?
So basically, I came from a small town in Siberia, where I studied in the university, and I was always the tallest one in the school, in the university, and my mother decided to put me into a modeling school when I was like 15 years old. So I started through modeling school, and then I decided to go to, compete in some beauty competitions where I had a success, like Miss Human, Miss Siberia, Miss Russia. I mean, I didn't win all of them, but I got a good success in it. And after it, I went to a modeling agency in Moscow for like few months, and then I went back to my town. I continued my studying. And when I finished my university, I moved to America.
To follow your dream to become a top model?
I've always thought that America has much more opportunities for me than my little town in Siberia, of course. So it was difficult in the beginning. I would say I didn't start modeling in America straight away. I arrived basically as a student, and I worked some, different jobs like nanny. Then I worked as a lifeguard, and then slowly, little by little, I started to continue my modeling because it was always for me a dream to be successful into modeling industry. But I gained weight in America, I will be honest. And I was like, oh my God, I can't eat all this American food. So I started to diet. I started to be vegetarian. And I would say in 2012, in America, I started to continue my modeling career. Okay. Little by little, step by step. I sent my portfolio to Playboy Mansion, to Hugh Hefner, because I was curvy, and I was always thinking that for fashion model, I would not fit because I'm curvy, I have big breasts, and I tried to, try some more like a photo model. And I went to Playboy Mansion, but then I really didn't shoot for Playboy because it was nude, and I wanted still to do commercial for clothes. So, and then I met my husband, and I got pregnant for my first baby, Vivian. And I gave birth to Vivian. I would say in like 7 months, I started to do the fashion modeling for guests.
Yes, and Here comes your first great experience with Guess. Quindi qui comincia la tua vera prima esperienza importante con Guess, an international brand, un brand internazionale. E com'è stato essere testimonial di un brand così globale?
Bellissima. It was my dream to work for Guess since I was a child, honestly. And I was just posting photos via Instagram. And Paul Marciano, who is the owner of Guess, he contacted me via Instagram, and I couldn't believe in the beginning, like, why? How come?
Non believe.
I just gave birth to my daughter, and like, you know,
Oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah, he invited me to Los Angeles for casting.
Wow.
And I went to the casting and started to do. And then after casting, I went to Florence to do the fashion show for Guess. And then this how it started, like a dream.
Wow. Which was the best location you've been to for work with Guess?
Lake Como, like Lugano. You know, it was the most beautiful place for me. I love Italy. I love Switzerland.
You also live in Italy, vivi anche in Italia, giusto?
Like 1.5 years, I stayed in Parma with my husband because he's originally from Parma. But now I came back to America, and I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Italy. Maybe we stay here. We will see. But for now, I'm in America.
In Washington, right?
Yes, right now I'm in Washington.
Really nice city, è una bella città davvero. And how did you meet your husband? Since he's Italian, so it's a long way from United States.
Yes, I met my husband in social media. I would be honest. Because I was a model. I mean, yeah, I was posting a lot of photos. Professional photos on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram at that time, it was 2011, I think, 2012. It was not that popular yet, but I remember in Instagram you couldn't even text message each other at that time. And I was in my previous relationship, and my husband in 2012. He sent me a message on Facebook, "Hi, how are you?" or something, and I didn't even look at it. And after a couple years, I think 2013, I responded to him.
Fine.
And
Ti sei fatta attendere.
like friends, yeah, we started to speak like friends, just in Facebook, and then. He told me that he would love to come to America. He never been. He was at that time playing for Jagiellonia in Poland. Wow. And he said he would love to come to visit. And I said, sure, come over. And he also had a cousin here in Washington. So he flew after like maybe 3 weeks after we communicate. And we met in the restaurant. It was our first date.
Wow!
It was 2013, yeah, December. And after it, he stayed for like a couple of weeks, and then he went back to Poland to continue playing. And I came to visit him after 1 month, and little by little, how I started, and I got pregnant.
It was such a great surprise he made to you going to the United States from Italy. So it was a long travel just to see you. Wow!
Yeah, and
it was real love at first sight.
Yeah, and when I gave birth to my daughter, at that moment he moved to Serbia to play. So I took my daughter Vivian and I came to Serbia to stay with him, like to permanently, make a family. And then he was traveling from one club to another. Like he had a contract in Serbia. Then after it, we went to live in Greece, and then after it, we went to live in Malaysia. So I was like traveling with him all over the world.
You traveled a lot. Hai viaggiato molto, ma come modella, qual è la cosa più bella, il ricordo più bello che hai?
Who is sorry?
Which is the best thing you remember as being a model?
For me, of course, is to meet most beautiful women. I love beauty. I love fashion. Is traveling, knowledge, to meet amazing people.
I know. And which is the best country you keep in your heart?
Italy, of course.
So Lake Como, right? You love it.
Yeah, I love Italy. I am very happy I had a chance to live there. Very happy. I don't know. We will see if I'm gonna go back, or I don't know yet. Now it's like a difficult moment because
I know.
with all this COVID situation, it's just so difficult for me to stay in a place where you can't really move and do anything. So that's why probably, I came to stay here in America, because America is a bit less stress when it comes to COVID.
Effettivamente Italy now is in completely lockdown, so it's not.
So I stayed for 1 year in a lockdown in Italy, and I was like, it's difficult for a person like me who not only like for me, but for a lot of people. But I've been saying that I love to move around.
But with this work, you have the chance to travel, to go all around the world. So it's difficult to stay still in one place.
Yeah.
And so, Kseniya of everyday life, you prefer high heels or sneakers?
I prefer what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you well.
High heels or sneakers?
Of course, I would say comfortable shoes. It's not necessarily sneakers. It could be beautiful flip-flops or flats. In my everyday life, I'm very tall. I'm 180 centimeters. So
Wow, so you don't need high heels. You don't need them.
for fashion shows, for photo shoots, of course, then yes. Or for example, if I go to a club or a restaurant, I prefer.
That's natural. Okay, Kseniya, we stop for a little moment and then we come back.
Ok.
Ok, quindi amici di Incontri On The Road, una puntata internazionale e noi torniamo tra pochissimo, diamo la linea un secondo alla pubblicità, ma ritorniamo tra poco in studio.
'Cause you can't stop it from shining through.
La pubblicità è come scegliere un abito su misura o trovare l'ingrediente segreto per il piatto perfetto. Bisogna essere creativi, appassionati, utilizzare la strategia vincente per centrare il target, raccontare storie uniche, fatte di emozioni e successi. Questo è il nostro obiettivo. Per la tua pubblicità, organizzazione eventi e produzioni televisive, non affidarti al caso, affidati a dei professionisti. Incontri Production.
'Cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Eccoci rientrati in studio amici di Incontri On The Road. Per chi si fosse collegato solamente in questo momento, abbiamo un'intervista un po' particolare perché è un collegamento oltreoceano con una bellissima top model ma anche molto simpatica. Eccola qui, Kseniya. Here we go. So we go on with our questions. It's very nice to know about yourself because when you see a top model, it's difficult also to know about her everyday life, what she does, what she prefers about working as a model. So it's very nice to talk with you.
Thank you. Nice to have a nice conversation with you. Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you too. And so, I want you to ask if there is a fashion icon you are inspired by. I don't know, maybe a top model of the past.
Of course. I love Irina Shayk. She's also from Russia. She's from also a very small town, but she had an amazing career in modeling. She is, for me, one of the most beautiful women, and I like her character, that she's very easygoing as well. And
Yeah.
I remember I found out about her through Sport Illustrated in America. So she also came to United States to achieve her goals, to really make her dream come true. So I watched her interviews, what she was saying, very similar to, I would say,
Your life.
what I was dreaming about.
Ah, fine. And you're also very good friends, right?
I'm sorry. My baby.
Duty calls, il dovere chiama. È tutto in diretta.
Unfortunately, I don't know her in person. We never worked together. Not yet.
Not yet. It will be very nice maybe if you could work together maybe one time. Would be nice.
One day.
And then I know you also took part in an important TV program, which is Dancing with the Stars in Italia. Hai preso parte a Ballando con le Stelle su Rai 1 in 2017, right? 2017. Okay, how was this experience?
Was the best. Honestly, saying from top of my heart, was the best. In the beginning, it was difficult because I didn't know how to dance, and I didn't speak Italian at all. Like, I didn't understand anything what people were saying. It was like my second time in Italy, I think. And but everybody was so nice, so helpful. Raimondo, who was teaching me how to dance, he was very talented, and I had a great time. It was for me, like, if I go back to the past, I would not change a thing. You know, I would do it again.
Got it.
Mili Carlucci, I love her. She was amazing. She's amazing. And yeah, I would love to do it again, I would say.
So you didn't know how to dance first. You had to learn everything.
I mean, I knew how to dance like regularly, but of course nothing like what Raimondo was teaching me.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was difficult for me because I was tall, you know, but I think I did beautifully. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, well, considering the Italian standard, you were very, very tall, so it was also maybe difficult to arrange everything.
A little bit, but I get used to it. Like, I'm a hardworking person, so I like to do it perfectly.
You like challenge?
Yes. In life, my life is full of challenge. My life is like, I would say, American roller coasters.
Yeah.
For me, in my life, really, honestly, nothing goes smoothly. Every time is like this, you know. But in the end, everything is good.
Maybe I would ask you this. Would you also maybe take part to any reality shows? Like in Italy, we have the Big Brother.
I am with Paola Benegas,
I know.
and me and Paola, we are very good friends. And she was telling me, she was like asking me if I would like to participate. I was kind of open to it, but then things like lockdown, then I got pregnant. So I don't know, maybe. I would not say never say never. I'll see.
Maybe later, when also your little daughter will grow up a little bit.
Yeah, now I'm very occupied, of course, with my children. Thank God, Vivian is a little bit older, like she's 6 years old. She's very, very helpful. She's very kind, and it's a bit easier for me than I would say when I just had my first daughter. Now I know how to deal with kids.
I know it's a hard work.
And it's
It's
your
a full,
job
it's a
right
full-time
now.
job, especially if you are breastfeeding. It's like really, I can't really do any job right now. She's just 3 weeks old, my baby. So I would say I will start maybe in a couple of months. I will go back to do my job.
Step by step. And so, Vivian, is she happy about your second daughter, to have a little sister to take care of?
Yes, I think she was the most happiest I have ever seen her. Believe me, she was so happy now. She cherished her so much. She's been very careful. She helps me a lot. She's very kind. She has no jealousy at all. You know, I was thinking maybe she'll get a bit jealous, but
Yeah.
no, because I treat her with a same amount of love as I treat my newborn baby, because it's very important. So you give as much love to your grown-up baby than the little baby.
Well, and Kseniya, I would like to ask you also this. I know you grew your own business in the last few years, which is about skincare, right? And it's called KB.
The facial mask that I made in Malaysia when I was living in Malaysia, because I'm really into all these beauty treatments, of course. Being a model, I have to.
As every girl is.
Yeah, and I know since I was living in Asia for 2 years that skincare in Asia is very organic. It's very clean, nice, and I was keep buying this facial mask all the time. Yeah, I was using it before every photo shoot, before every fashion show. And then I had this idea, why would I not make my own brand with this mask? Because I know, like because I'm into modern industry, like all the models use it. And I was keep buying it, and I never was super happy about a mask that like I would love it. Like I will always find, oh, this is too thick, or this is too thin, this is too much moisturizer. So I decided to make my own that would, for me, would be the best. So and I just did it. It took me like 6 months, you know.
To study everything.
Yes. Now I'm working on some other products, so I cross my fingers. But my mask is very, very successful. Thank God.
Finger crossed for your new projects. Yes. And I was thinking about the skincare products. Stavo pensando a proposito appunto dei prodotti di bellezza. It's nice when you create your own products, because you know really the ingredients. Which are
Exactly. Since I tried so many, so when I did my own, I was so happy that I don't really need to, I actually did it for myself first.
I can guess it, right? I would have done the same.
And then I started to sell it, to give to my girlfriends, to my mother, to friends of mine who are modeling, and everybody loved it. So I was like, okay, I'll keep going.
Wow! And now, besides the pregnancy, which is very, very important, but are you working on some new projects that you want to talk about?
I would say I will not gonna until it's done. I will not gonna say anything. So of course I have so many things going on, and also in my mind, and I really cannot wait to start. To go back to work as soon as my little baby will grow a little bit.
As soon as possible. And Kseniya, if you had the chance to describe yourself in 3 words, how would you do it?
Okay, I'll say intelligent, funny, and kind.
Very kind. And smiley also.
Okay, yes.
Let's say another question. Can you remember your first catwalk ever?
Oh yeah, my first catwalk was in a beauty competition when I was I was 15 or 14 years old in my city where I grew up. So I did very good actually. I it's like for me it's so natural to do my job is very natural. It comes out of me natural. I don't have to think about. I don't have to really work for it. It's like when it comes naturally, God's blessing.
It was really your dream come true and something really supernatural.
Yes, 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 yes.
Fine. So thank you, Kseniya, for this interview. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, really.
Thank you guys for contacting me. I know it was not easy because like I am in America and you guys in Italy, but we made it.
We made it, right. So congratulations again for your new baby and all the best for everything. Wish you the best.
Thank you so much. I wish you the best, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Rosa.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye bye.
E allora grazie mille a Kseniya per essere stata ospite qui con noi ad Incontri On The Road. È stata davvero una puntata bellissima in collegamento oltreoceano. Io vi ricordo che potete vedere questo episodio e anche tutti gli altri sul canale YouTube di Incontri Production, e allora da Rossella Di Pierro vi saluto e al prossimo appuntamento di Incontri On The Road.
'Cause you can't stop it from shining through.